Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and this is my channel Plant Hooker. Now I'm still in my living room, just a different part of the house. This is my south side and you may have seen this part before when we did my SP Germany. This is just the bottom of the plant. It's kind of, I should probably lower it now that I'm thinking about it. There we go, a little bit lower to get more sun. There. But today I'm doing a different plant. Today I'm doing this guy. My Roadkill Cactus, or sour prickly pear, or the Consolia rubescens. Isn't he gorgeous? Well, except for that spot. That was he got knocked over by my cats and he got hurt. It seems to be doing fine. It's not rotting or anything. Now, is a true cactus, not a jungle cactus. It is, however, native to the Caribbean, like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Virgin Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, the Lesser Antilles. I've heard parts of Florida as well, possibly. And it's a succulent type tree and grows in tropical biomes, which means it can grow in the desert, but it still prefers like semi-tropical. Like it'd be more found along beaches and whatnot. So it does, so it's like in the middle, like both desert and tropical. But it's not a jungle cactus. It is part of the cacti family. Or it's actually part of the Consolia family, which is a lot of tree-like succulents. Yeah. Was named after an Italian botanist by the name of Michelangelo Consoli. So that's where a lot of the Consolias get their genus name from. I'm not sure how long this guy has been in the cultivar. Like, I only heard about him just last year. You may have seen him in my season 2 Sydney plant shopping video. Only when I got him, I didn't have these little ears that he's got, and then this little thumb. Yeah. Now, these are slow growing cacti, very slow growing, and one possibility is because they are, I'm hoping I'm saying this word right, dioecious and or subdioecious. What that means is in this kingdom they have only male plants and female plants. Like a lot of plants, they have both genders, while this guy has separate. Kind of like hollies. Hollies, you can tell the male flowers from the female flowers, and so the male plants from the female plants, and same with kiwis. The kiwi tree, like, because you need, what is it? You need one male kiwi for every 4 or 5 female kiwi trees to get kiwis. Yeah. So, and they do flower. I think this is the orange blooming one, but they can make other colors like yellow, magenta, red, and they can make fruit. I don't think I'll get fruit because he's only one. You need 2. Now, when it comes to water, I'll water him every 3 weeks. And he seems to like that. So far, so good. He hasn't shit the bed, done anything wrong. So far, so good. And you'll want to fertilize them every 2 months. And you can use the succulent fertilizer or the all-purpose. I've been going with the succulent more so because he's cacti and I think that's what he would prefer. And so far so good. Do not clean him. Doesn't like to get wet. Like, I do spray him with like pesticide treatment just to make sure that he doesn't get any pest. Because they can be plagued with mealybugs, spider mites, and scales. I'm not sure about thrisp. I do have, or I did, I haven't seen thrisp in a while, but I have seen them more in my bedroom than down here. And so far so good. I have yet to see thrift spawn him. I've seen them on my Echeveria here that is next to him. But so far so good. So do not mist, do not clean. Doesn't like to be cleaned. If he gets dusty, just take like either a soft paintbrush or a makeup brush or the little brushes that men used, a beard brush, and brush the dust off of him. He will like that. And these guys, if you have a wood stove, these plants are perfect for your household because they love really dry air. So if you're a plant beginner, they're definitely rated #1 for beginners. Does prefer full sun, excuse me. Doesn't like any low light windows because I had him quarantining in a north facing window and he just like, he did not like it at all. And then when I put him down here in my south facing window, I got these. Now, the preferred temperatures for these guys are between 18 and 35 degrees Celsius, which is 64 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And if your hardiness zone is a 10A, he can go outside year round. But however, here on Cape Breton, where I'm like a 5A, 5B, well, this part is 5A, and then the further north you go on the island, it switches into a 5B. He can only go outside between June and September. And the lowest temperatures these guys can survive is -3 degrees Celsius, so about 26 degrees Fahrenheit. So if your power goes out, you have time for your plant to wait until the power can come back on, so your heat can come back on before any irreversible damage happens. Now the best soils for these guys, because I currently have him in my conglomerate mix, which is a mixture of tropical, seed starting, cacti, orchid bark, and perlite. Because it was just, oh, I'm sorry, I keep bumping you. I don't mean to. Which is maybe if I hold them like this, which is like I had the bottom of these 5 bags, and instead of having 5 bags taking up space, I just put them all in one bin, and I had more space for stuff. But the best soils for these guys is the cacti and succulent soil or the seed starting mix. And you can change the soil every 2 years. He may not need an up pot, but it's good to change the soil so then that way he gets more nutrients and whatnot. Now, mine is about 13 inches tall, which is 33 centimeters, but they can start off as small as 8 centimeters, which is 3 inches, to 150 centimeters, which is 59 inches tall. So he's probably going to outgrow that window, because this is how big he is now. So he's only got about, I don't know, 3 inches to grow before he's too big for this window. Hopefully I can get my other south facing window fixed to where it's got a big shelf on it to where I could put him, because that's a bigger window. And if not, I will have to get him a grow light. So we'll see. But they can spread between 3 inches to 15 inches, which is 8 centimeters to 40 centimeters wide. And I think that's the 15, from what I could see, like this guy in the wild, the biggest one looked like it might have been only 4 feet tall. So he can get tall, just not tall. For a succulent tree, he can do pretty good. Now, common problems with these guys is, of course, a rotting base, and that is caused by root rot due to overwatering. Black spots can be a symptom of overwatering, fungal infections, pest infestation. Brown spots, however, can be overwatering as well, or another kind of fungal infection, or sunburn. Because sometimes when you get these guys, because I got him, I think it was Sobeys, and like there's no sunlight for them where they're at, so they're not growing in the dark, but I don't think it's ideal conditions. And I think that's why when he went from the north window to this window, he just went bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like he grew ears and a thumb. Yellowing is also a sign of overwatering and rot. And if you notice that it is rotting like here at the base, you can remove like these little pieces here to propagate. I'm not sure about the big arms. You might be able to do that as well. But I do know like these parts, the tiny little parts, you can like twist them off and let them callus over and then stick them in dirt. And then you'll get another roadkill cactus. Is very dandy. I do love this guy. I'm very glad I got him. I'll even link in the description the video of when my youngest and I did get him, so you can see that. Other than that, he's been a really good plant. Like compared to, because that video I got 12 plants in that run. 2 of them I had to toss out right away because they both had spider mites, the coconut palm and the Calathea Maui Queen. I've recently had to throw out the Pilea glauca because that one just, Pileas have a hard time with wood stoves. And then this Pilea Silver Cloud, she's having a tough time too, so I can see her pooping the bed soon. The Deshandra, she's overwintering right now, so we'll see how she does come spring because she needs a dormant period. The Asian bell tree, I've done videos before on him. Echeverias, I've done videos before on them. I'm trying to think. The Hoya parasitica is doing great. The Tenanti dark form is doing great, so I'll be doing videos on them soon. I feel like I'm missing one. Okay, Maui Queen, Coconut Palm, this guy, Parasitica, Asian Bell Tree, the Desandra, the Pilea glauca, the Silver Cloud, the Echeveria, I also got a Silver Nerve plant, the Tenanti dark form, trucks going by. I can't think of. Or did I only get 11? I can't remember now. I'll have to go back through my video and go and figure it out. Oh, and the best thing about this cactus, no spikes. No spikes, they don't hurt. Unlike the bunny ears. So, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can always give me a thumbs down. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But if you really like the video, subscribe. And as always, live long, plant on.